In 2016, during the height of the European refugee crisis, I volunteered in Athens. There I met a Syrian Muslim couple from Aleppo. They had fled bombings, walked for miles, crossed from Turkey to Greece by boat. Their apartment in Aleppo, reduced to rubble. There is nothing left for us, they told me. Now they were living in a small apartment in Athens, surviving on limited government vouchers, no jobs, waiting months for interviews, waiting for placement in another country. And yet, they invited us for dinner. In many Muslim cultures, hospitality is sacred. Guests are treated with honor, and that's exactly how they treated us. The table was full, labanaya, meat cooked in yogurt, fasulia, green beans in tomato sauce, burgle wheat, tabbouleh, pickles, fresh cake, hot chai, prepared from scratch. They insisted we eat first. They laughed with us. As it got dark, they called their family back in Syria and introduced us over Skype. There was laughter across continent. In that tiny apartment, despite loss and uncertainty, there was warmth. I went there thinking I was there to serve them, but that day, they served me. But that's not all. I also met a Syrian Muslim father in a refugee camp near Athens. I'll call him Medet. He had lived in a tent for 9 months with his wife and 5 children, 7 people, 4 beds, a baby born in the camp. They later moved into a small container because winter was coming. It had electricity and heating, but less space. His home in Aleppo had been bombed. There is nothing left in Aleppo, he said. He never wanted to leave. But what struck me most wasn't his loss. It was his response. Inside that white tent, he built partitions to create rooms for his wife and children. He made chairs from scratch for visitors. He planted a garden from donated seeds, onions, lettuce, growing in the soil of a refugee camp. He built steps with his bare hands, and without formal education in English, he learned to speak through conversations with volunteers and Google Translate. He refused to let his circumstances define his productivity. He chose to build, even in a temporary place. Eventually, after months of waiting, his family moved from the container into a house in Athens while awaiting placement. But long before his situation changed, his mindset already had. They were Syrian, they were Muslim. I was a foreign volunteer, but when we sat at the same table, none of those labels mattered. Here are the life lessons refugees taught me during this experience. Number 1. Generosity is not dependent on wealth. You can have very little and still give abundantly. Number 2. You can be fruitful in hard seasons. A tent can still become soil for growth. Number 3. Use what you have, not what you don't have. Resourcefulness is stronger than limitations. Number 4. Your response to hardship shapes your future more than the hardship itself. The next time you hear the word refugee, remember, behind that word is a mother, a father, a teacher, a dreamer. Maybe right now, you feel like you're living in a temporary container season, limited, tight, uncertain. But what if this is still ground where something can grow? What if you can build, plant, learn, even hear? I went to serve, but I was the one transformed. And if we take time to listen, we'll realize something important. There is always more to the story.